so you can see it. Remember, we're just doing this. This is it. Fraction form, colon form, using 2. This is what the first 3 columns are supposed to look like. Super, not really that hard, right? I'm just writing the numbers in here. And I may have to simplify them like I did on this section here if I can, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, so sorry I forgot to record the first page, but see the completed notes to see what we talked about. Thank you. Ratios with different units cannot be converted into fractions, which we just kind of got done talking about. Can you guys give me examples of ratios that cannot be converted into fractions? Just like words of ratios that cannot be converted into fractions. Something that we use every day. Well, you guys might not yet if you don't drive. What's something that we use or see every day that can't be converted into fractions? I'll give you one, like students per desks, right? That can't be converted into a fraction. Or, let's see, miles per gallon. That can't be converted because they don't have anything to do with each other. Another one, if you work, this is a good one. If you work, can't be converted. Dollars per hour. Okay? And another one you see a lot in science is, in your science class, is feet per second. Okay, right? They really don't have anything to do with each other. I can't change them into a part to a whole. I can't do anything like that. So those are examples of ratios that can't be converted to a fraction. Okay, I can put them in fraction form, but they're not technically a fraction. Okay, so we're going to go through this little, if I can move this. We're going to go through this little table here, and we're going to write them as fraction form, as a colon, as a 2. And then we're going to decide, is it a fraction? And if it is a fraction, or if it isn't a fraction, can I convert it to a fraction? Okay, if it's already a fraction, can it be converted to a fraction? Well, yeah, it's already a fraction, right? But can I convert the ratio to a fraction? So 1 ball to 6 players. How would I write that in fraction form? One six, good. And then with the colon in it, just remember, like on the first page, let me pop back, simplify 1/6, right? That's already simplified. Mm-hmm. So if I'm going to put a colon in there, it's just going to be 1.6, yep. And then with the 2, it's 1, 2, 6. Mm-hmm. So is this a fraction?
Yes.
No. Why is it not a fraction? Is a ball and players the same thing? Can I make them the same thing? Are the units the same? Can I make them remember a definition of fraction is a part to a whole. So I have a part of a ball. Are players a whole of that ball? Do players and balls have anything? They don't, right? So this is not a fraction. Can it be converted to a fraction? No. If it was like types of balls, like one type of ball to types of balls, I could convert that. Or if it was players and players on a team, I could convert that. But it's not. It's players and balls. So it's 2 totally different things. So I cannot convert that. Nice, Khaleesi. Okay, so I think these are TVs in houses, by the way. I couldn't quite figure out what it was. But I think that looks like an old-fashioned television. Yeah. And those are little dog houses. I don't know. They're probably just a house, but it looks like a dog house to me. So what's the fraction on this one?
There are 5 TVs to 3 houses.
So it would be 5 to 3. And using a colon, it would be 5 colon 3. And then, super hard, right? And replace the colon with the word 2. Is it a fraction?
I would say yes.
Can I Can I change TVs to houses? Is there any comparison?
No, but
No.
TVs go with houses.
But I can't do a TV to a whole, right? So no, I can't. No, it's not a fraction. No, I can't convert it. Okay, so let's do the next one. Oh, nice job, Khaleesi. Okay, 8 boys to 20 class members. 8/20. Now, can I simplify that one? Woo!
Yes.
To what?
2/5.
2/5. So now I'm just going to go across here and write them both down here, right? So I can have 8 to 20 or 2 to 5. And then I would have 8 to 20. By the way, the colon and how I say it is 8 to 20. It's said the same way as with the word 2 in there. 2 to 5. Yep, it's just written out. Okay, so is this a fraction?
Yes.
Yes, it is. Because I have 8 boys and my total class is 20. So it's already a fraction. It's a part to a whole. So this one is already a fraction. Yes. And it's already converted, so I can just say yes there. Okay? So let's look at the next one. 6 A's to 14 B's in a class. So what would that be?
6 to 14 or 3 to 7.
6 to 14 or 3 to 7. Nice job. And then again, I've got 6 to 14, 3 to 7. So just know when we're looking at this, when you get to your, I keep wanting to say ACT and it's not ACT. Although Mateo, you may see this notation on the ACT, both the dots or the 2 on the ACT. It's your aspire. You may see this notation on the aspire, okay? Especially when we get to what we're really leading up to using this, right? So this is mostly review, and then we are leading up to something new for you guys, just so you guys know, okay? So is this a fraction? Are A's and B's the same thing?
No.
No. Can I convert it to fractions?
Yes.
Yeah, I can. Because what are A's and B's?
Grades.
Grades. So I could take part A's to my total grades, right? So I can convert that one to a fraction. Okay, so the next one is,
Miles to gallons.
so it would be what?
60 to 3.
60 to 3 or
20 to 1.
20 to 1. I keep thinking that's someone coming into class, but it's my email. Okay, is it a fraction?
No.
No. Can I convert it to a fraction?
No.
No. Good. Good. Oh. Okay, how are we doing on time? I want to keep track of. Oh, we're doing good. Okay, 12 completions and 20 pass attempts would be
That's 12 to 20 and then
12 to
6
20.
10, and then you could lower that down to 3 to 5.
3 to 5. Is that right? 3 to 5? Yeah, good. So 12 to 20, 3 to 5. Okay, so is this a fraction? So completions, what you have to kind of know about football, right?
Yeah.
What's a completion?
When the passes.
It's a pass, right? It's a completed pass. So
Yes, you could.
there we go. Yeah, because it's my partial passes to my total passes. Yep, good. So that is a fraction. And of course it can be converted to a fraction because it's already a fraction. Okay.
Quite a deal on gummy bears.
I don't know if that's quite it. I don't
Well,
think.
mean, if it's individual gummy bears or packets.
That's true. There we go. Or how big the gummy bears are.
Like, I've seen some pretty big gummy
Yeah. So 40 gummy bears for by the way, I did not make this up, so I copied this off of somebody. Just so you know, I copied everything off of somebody. Of course, I paid for it first before I copied it, but that, So 40 gummy bears for $5 is
40 to 5.
40 to 5.
And then 20 to 1.
I don't think it's 20 to 1.
Oh, wait. No.
How many times is 5 going to 40? 8. 8 to 1. There we go. So that would be...
I was having it.
I don't think 8 gummy bears for $1 is worth the gummy bears.
Yeah,
If they're the normal size gummy bears.
That doesn't seem too good.
Is it a fraction?
Yes. Or no, it's not.
No, it's
Dollars
not.
and gummy bears.
Can it be converted to a fraction?
No.
No. Good. Okay, so we have, it looks like soccer balls to footballs.
4 to 4.
4 to 4 or
1 to 1.
1 to 1. Oops, I forgot that's supposed to be the 2. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let's try this one again. Okay, is it a fraction?
Yes, because they're both balls.
No, the first one is not a fraction because it's soccer balls to footballs. Are they the same thing?
No.
No. Can it be converted to a fraction?
Yes.
Yes, because they're both balls. Yes, good. All right, I think I spelled squirrels right. 6 chipmunks to 7 squirrels.
Yes, you did.
6 to 7.
And that can't be simplified.
Oh, no, yeah, correct. It cannot be simplified. So is it a fraction?
No.
No. Can it be converted to a fraction?
Yes.
Yes.
Because they're both rodents.
They're both animals.
Yeah.
Not sure. Are they really rodents?
I'm gonna look that up.
They could both be rodents, right? In the rodent family. Yeah, they could be. Ooh, I don't like thinking of them as rodents because they don't look like rats. Ooh. Okay, so then for the last one we've got, let's see, 27 to 4. So 27 to 4.
Yes,
And
they are rodents.
ooh.
They are considered rodents.
Okay, so is this a fraction? Students to teachers?
Yes. Well, no.
No.
But yes.
Can I convert it to a fraction? Yes, I can. Okay. Nice job. Okay, is there any questions on this? Are you guys okay with, not too bad, right? Converting to fractions and writing the different forms and, okay, awesome job. Now let's talk about rates. Now we're going to start talking about, we did ratios, now we're going to talk about rates. Rates are just a little bit different. So I put the definition of ratio again. Remember, ratio is the amount of one quantity compared to the amount of another quantity. Well, a rate is a ratio with units that are different enough that it cannot be written as a fraction, which we kind of already talked about, right? Some of the things we just already did were rates. So it's a comparison of two related quantities, and it can be written, can be in the style of this per that, as a single number calculated using division. Examples, ratios that are not rates, boys to girls, A's to B's, cats to dogs. Ratios that are rates, desks to students, minutes to miles, hot dogs per guest. So those are things that are rates because they don't have actually anything at all in common. Like boys and girls, I can combine together, right, as people. A's and B's are grades. Cats and dogs are animals. Those all have something in common. Desks and students, nothing, right? Minutes and miles, nothing in common. And hot dogs and guests, nothing in common. So they have nothing in common. They're a rate, not a ratio. Rates and unit rates. Rates are often most useful if they're written as a unit rate. And that's kind of what we used. Remember when we were doing the balloon thing yesterday? We were trying to find the unit rate, and that helped us find the other things that we were looking for. So a unit rate is how much of something per 1 unit of something. So I have a whole bunch of examples here. 100 cars passed by in 2 hours. The unit rate is 50 cars per hour. How do I find that? I take 100 and I divide by 2, right? I just divide by the number the total number divided by the number that I have, and that gives me the unit rate. You can paint 3 boards in a half an hour. The unit rate is 6 boards per hour. So this was in a half an hour, so I wanted 1 hour, so I just multiplied it by 2. 200 sausages were eaten by 50 people. The unit rate is 4 sausages per people, per person, per people. Wow. You need 5 meters of thread to make 2 centimeters of cloth. The unit rate is 2.5 meters per centimeter. Okay, so there's just several examples of how that worked. Is everyone okay with how that works? So a rate can be converted to unit rate by, and this is how it is, you divide by the denominator. And I kind of already talked about that a little bit. So if I have 115 miles per 5 gallons, what I do is I take my denominator, which is here, 5 gallons, and I divide both the top and the bottom by 5, and 115 divided by 5 is 23, and 5, of course, divided by 5 is 1. It gives me, as long as my denominator is 1, I'm good, okay? So I'm just dividing by my denominator. Does that make sense? Okay, so what I want you guys to do, I want you to take a few minutes, and I want you to do these two, and I want you to compare. Use a unit rate, so I want you to find the unit rate of both of these, and then find out which option saves me the most money. Because that's really one of the most useful things for unit rates, is to see what saves you the most money.
One side's 12 and then the other.
Yeah, I can get a little bigger for you. Yes, one side's 12 and one side is 8, I think. Okay? So go ahead and put in the chat box, like option A and how much it costs per egg, and option B, how much it costs per egg.
Option A is the better deal.
Usually is.
By like 0.005 cents. By 1,000%.
Which one you round up is a penny.
Yeah.
Because that's usually what most retailers do, is round up. Okay, so if I was, sorry, I have to make it a little bit smaller so I can write on the iPad with this. My iPad screen's not as big as the computer screen. So I have 100, okay, let's try and get a pen. $1.08. Oh, my Lanta. Okay, let's try this one more time. $1.08 divided by 12 eggs. And then I'm going to divide by 12 over 12, right? I'm just writing it out the way they did. You don't have to. I could just go in my calculator and do $1.08 divided by 12. And I should get 0.09. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Okay, 0.09 cents per egg. Okay, so that's how much that one is. And then the second one, I'm going to take 0.76 and divide by 8. So when I put that into my, I divide by 8 over 8. So that's going to equal 0.095 per 1 egg. Okay, so which one's cheaper? Well, option A, obviously, by 0.05 of a cent. Okay, so, I mean, it's not a big savings, but it is a savings. Yeah? Okay. But a lot of people shop this way, by the way. They will tell, and in fact, most grocery stores do this for you already. If you look at their tag, it'll already tell you how much things cost per unit or per ounce or per whatever it is that they're selling it in. So most grocery stores already do this for you nowadays. They didn't used to. You have to figure this out on your own back in You know, when I was your age, you had to figure it out on your own. And you didn't have phones as calculators. So sad. But yeah, most grocery stores already figure this out for you. If you read the tag, it'll say per egg or per ounce or per whatever, and you can compare the prices to see which ones saves you the most money, even if it is only a couple cents. So now we're going to go and we're going to do the table all over again, except at the top it has different questions. This time it asks, complete the first 3 columns with the table of yes or no. Convert it to a unit rate in the 4th column if possible, otherwise write not possible. Then answer the last column with a yes or no. So what they want us to know, is it a ratio? Is it a rate? Is it a unit rate? Convert to a unit rate here if possible. Show work. And can it be converted to a fraction? Okay, so is 6 players to 1 ball a ratio? Yes, it is. Of course it is. So we've got a yes. Is it a rate? Yes. Is it a unit rate? Yes, it is. I can write it as a unit rate. I can write 6 players. It doesn't matter which one I put on top. I can put 6 players per 1 ball. Okay? So I've got a unit rate. And then can it be converted to a fraction?
No.
No, it cannot be. No. Is the TV and the little housey thing, or the housey thing, is it a ratio? Yes. If I can write it as a fraction, it's a ratio, right? If I can use a fraction bar. Is it a rate? Yes. This is a rate. I have 3 TVs per house. So yes, it's a rate. Is it a unit rate? No. Can I write it as a unit rate? Well, oh, hold on. Oh, they tricked me. They put a different picture in this one. Sorry, this one has not this TV there. So let's just cross this TV out. Okay, so this is, they used a different picture. So this is TVs and houses, right? Ooh. And we've got 4 out of, oh my gosh, they just, no, this one's gone too. 4 out of 2. So that means I have 2 TVs per house, which is pretty standard actually. Can it be converted to a fraction? No. I need to fix that picture. That was pretty bad. Okay, 20 boys to, oh, thank you. 8 boys to 20 class members. Is it a ratio?
Yes.
Yes. Is it a rate?
Yes.
Yeah, no. Why is it not a rate? Because remember, a rate is 2 things that aren't the same, right? So this is not a rate. Is it a unit rate? No. Can it be converted? Not possible. And yes, it is a fraction. Good. 6 A's to 14 B's in class. Is it a ratio?
Yes.
I'm just going to say, guess what? All of these are already ratios because we did the other worksheet, right? And they were all ratios there. So why would they not be ratios here? Okay. The one that's going to be different is it a rate? Well, is this one a rate? Are we comparing different things?
Yes.
No, we're not.
No.
Because these can be the same, right? Because they're grades. So this is a no, because they're both grades. Remember, a rate is 2 different things, like ball and player or TV and house. Those are not the same thing, right? But grades, A's and B's are grades, so those are the same thing, which means it's not a rate. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. And then is it a unit rate? Well, no. Can I convert it? Not possible. I'm not going to spell it out again, okay? Notice I kind of scribbled it together. When I can't spell, you guys, that's how you know, because I don't write as clearly when I can't spell the word. Okay, is it a fraction? Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, is this 60 miles on 3 gallons? Is it a ratio? Mm-hmm. Is it a rate? Yes. Is it a unit rate? No. Can I make it a unit rate? Of course I can. So I have 60 miles in 3 gallons. And I divide by 3, right? So what do I get? 20 miles per 1 gallon. Gallon. I don't have enough room, so I'm going to abbreviate. So is it a fraction? No. Okay. 12 completions in 20 pass attempts. Rate? Ratio? Yes. Sorry, first one's ratio. Rate? No. Unit rate? Sorry, I got rid of the top and I don't remember what it is. Can I convert it to a unit rate? No, because it's not a rate, so I can't convert it. If it's not a rate, I can't convert it to a unit rate. Okay, is it a fraction? Yes. Okay, 4 gummy bears for $5. Is it a ratio? Of course it is. Is it a rate? Yes. Is it a unit rate? No. So I have 40 gummy bears for $5. And that would be 8 gummy bears for $1, which I think is a ripoff. Can it be converted to a fraction? No, cannot be. Is that sad to say that it's, I don't think that it's a, that I think it's a ripoff. I think it's a, is that a ripoff? 8 gummy bears for $1? That's horrible.
I'd pay 50 cents.
Now, if it was 8 bags of gummy bears, then, you know, that's something different.
That's a big deal.
Okay, is the soccer balls and the footballs a ratio? Yes. Is it a unit, is it a rate? No. Is it a unit rate? Of course it's not. Can it be converted? NP, not just P. And is it a fraction? Heck yeah, it is. Okay, 6 chipmunks to 7 squirrels. Ratio? Yes. Rate?
No.
No, because they're the same thing, right? They're both rodents, which Alex looked up for us. Ooh. Okay, is it a unit rate? No. Can I convert it? No. Is it a fraction? Yes.
Oh, yeah. Because they're both right.
Oh, the last one is different too. I'm so sorry. I was not reading this morning. I was trying to get everything done. This one says 43 miles per hour. Beautiful. Is it a ratio? Yes. Is it a rate?
Yes.
Yes. Is it a unit rate? Yes. Because it's 43 miles. I don't know if that's how you abbreviate miles. Per 1 hour. Because it's already per 1 unit. Okay. And is it a fraction?
No.
No. Because they're not the same thing. Good. Good. Good job, you guys. So I'm going to post these. I'm going to make sure you post them so you guys can know the difference between them, right? But what we have, that's it. So what you have to do now